Hey digital investors, what's going on? Welcome back to another video where we go over everything that is going on inside of the crypto space. If you're trying to stay on top of everything that is going on inside the crypto markets, then make sure you subscribe. It's been a few days since I put out a video. I got a little bit busy, guys. I know I said we're probably gonna take one day off, and ended up being 2 or 3. I did update the Patreon yesterday, so for any of you guys who are in the Patreon, make sure you go check out yesterday's video. I just talked about kind of where we are at in the market, what I think of the dip, what I think's going on, what I'm currently doing. If any of you guys are interested in joining the Patreon or want to see what we're doing there, check the link in the description. With that said, I'm gonna keep this video a little bit brief today. We are going to cover XRP, we're going to cover Paxos, and we'll also go over what else is going on inside of the crypto markets, the state of the markets, right? Because there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of blood in the streets. Yesterday, today, the markets are selling off. And when stuff like this happens, there is massive opportunity. So we're going to start here. If you guys are frequent viewers of the show, you'd like to show some support, then tap the like button. It helps a ton for this video to get pushed out in the YouTube algorithm. Ripple is open to destroying their massive XRP holdings, says the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse. He says Ripple is open to new ideas regarding their massive trove of XRP. This comes from an interview on Thinking Crypto with the host Tony Edward asked Brad whether Ripple is open to burning or distributing their XRP escrow holdings. Garlinghouse doesn't rule either of those options and adds that Ripple had no plans to dump the crypto asset on the open market. So let's see what exactly Brad says. He says some people like to position the escrow as Ripple somehow dumping XRP on the community. It makes no sense for Ripple or any of the people around Ripple to dump XRP. That's not in the best interest of the XRP ecosystem, of which Ripple's a very important piece of, as am I. I think the way the escrow was set up, it was done with the intent of let's provide maximum transparency. Let's make sure that people totally understand what's happening here. And I've used it as a call to action for others in the crypto industry to be equally transparent. And in some ways, I think that transparency has come back to bite us a little bit, ironically and frustratingly. He says, look, I'm always open and interested in new ideas that are good for the XRP ecosystem. I don't rule anything out, and I think to the extent that there are things that make sense for the XRP ecosystem, then certainly Ripple would look at that. So interesting stuff nonetheless, guys, right? And we've heard them say things like this before, that all of that XRP in escrow, there's not necessarily, what they plan to do with it, what they are already doing is any XRP they don't use, they just keep locking back up into escrow. And from how I've researched it and from everything that I have seen, the reason why they put all that XRP into escrow was so that they couldn't, there couldn't be that fear of Ripple just dumping all of their XRP on the market, right? If some of that, or mainly a lot of that, right? If all of that XRP that they have is locked up into escrow, and then whatever they don't use out of that escrow is put back into another escrow, the fear is basically impossible. It would be impossible for them to dump all of that XRP on the market at once if for some reason people are still worried about that. And here they're saying they're open to anything with that trove of XRP. So long term, it is interesting to just wonder and just speculate on what could all of that XRP possibly be used for. Will it possibly be burned? I don't think it would be burned. But then again, this is crypto and anything can happen. But let me know what you guys think long term is happening with all of that XRP in escrow. Do you guys think something's going to be done with it? Or do you think it'll just be continue to be locked up over and over and over again? We also have CoinShares report that a CoinShares report reveals that high institutional interest is in XRP. So this was some pretty exciting news. So this is new data from CoinShares. It has revealed that the institutional investors are flocking into XRP. The report revealed that for the first time, assets under management have risen to 64 billion. Of this, 233 million was added last week, making it the largest inflow since March. As expected, both Bitcoin and Ethereum were the highest inflow assets with 103 million and 65 million. However, the most notable performer is XRP. XRP saw a 33 million inflow into its fund, doubling the total assets under management in it to reach 83 million. And the report stated, we believe this recent renewed appetite for digital assets is due to a combination of increasing acceptance from institutional investors, fears for inflation, and price momentum. Yeah, I think that's a great way to summarize it. CoinShares observes unusual spread. The CoinShares team also highlighted the diversification of inflows, which was unusual. Inflows were most notable in Bitcoin Cash with 4 million, Polkadot with 5 million, Binance, which saw 3 million, and Tezos with a remarkable 7 million. Now that's interesting because Tezos price action has been very flat, very boring, very much so not doing anything. So that is pretty interesting to see Tezos getting a pretty huge inflow there. The firm further noted a higher trading turnover last week. This rose to 4.8 billion, a 59% increase from the previous year. What is, however, clear now is that it is not just retail investors who are backing XRP in the long term. Institutional investors are awaiting the green light to go all in on the digital asset. So some really interesting stuff, guys, right? We have data that institutions are showing a very high interest in XRP, along with some other digital assets. Very, very interesting stuff. I also want to show you guys this. This is on Google Trends. This basically is taking into account data and all the information of people who are searching up certain terms. And the term that we're on right now is XRP, right? Now, as we can see, this lines up perfectly with the digital currency XRP. Right here, when XRP hit that all-time high back in 2017, we can see it maxed out. And now you can see this dotted line. That's because like all this data isn't completed yet. We have to wait for that line to print whenever it'll happen. I don't know every single thing about how Google Trends operates, when this, if there's a time of day or a time of week when this will actually print. But as of right now, we are slammed up almost back to that all-time high. So we have this article showing there's institutional interest. We know that there's some price momentum behind XRP now. As of this time of recording, it's over $1. We have a lot of things going for it, and possibly, we also have some retail interest if Google Trends is any good indicator of that. If we could type in anything here. We could type in even crypto, and I'm pretty sure crypto is also, yeah, if you look at that, looks, wow. So this is from 2004 to present. Here is like that 2017, this is early 2018, late 2017 bubble where it peaked out. We have since gone way above that, right? And now it looks like we are going to go and print even higher. That's on the 2004 to present. If we do the past 5 years, even on the past 5 years, it's going to go higher than it ever had. Already is higher than it ever has before, and looks to continue going that ways. So interesting stuff, guys, right? This dip, if we take a look at some prices really quick, we're in the red, $50,000 for Bitcoin, $2,300 for Ethereum, Binance coin sitting at 519. If you just scroll through here, for the most part, we are in red, but nothing has changed on a fundamental level. The interest in crypto is not going away right now. As far as we can see, institutional investors are definitely not going away right now. The bullish bull market structure has not broken. It is not like we have just definitively entered a bear market. We are simply having a sell-off as of now. Now that could change, but as of now, that's all that it is. Let's go and check out Paxos. Paxos becomes the third federally regulated crypto bank. The national bank regulator announced Friday it had granted Paxos a preliminary charter, letting the firm bring its new Paxos National Trust entity online as a federally regulated entity offering custody services, stablecoin management, payment, exchange, and other services. With the approval, Paxos joins Anchorage and Protego in becoming one of the only national trusts that were born in the crypto ecosystem. So now we have Anchorage, Protego, and Paxos. Pretty cool stuff. I remember when, I'm pretty sure Anchorage was the first one passed, and that was pretty interesting stuff, right? When we saw the first one, and now we're seeing these add up. We went from the first to the second. Now we're seeing Paxos become the third. This article also mentioned a little something about Kraken and Avanti. They say Kraken and Avanti have also become state-regulated crypto bank entities after securing special purpose depository institution charters through Wyoming. So we're going to see this space get beefed up. I'm very excited for it. We also have asset giant Charles Schwab exploring support for Bitcoin and crypto markets. Charles Schwab is keeping an eye on the developments in the crypto space as the company with over 7 trillion in client assets says the doors are open for supporting Bitcoin and crypto markets. The Charles Schwab CEO, Walt Bettinger, says that the company is looking very closely and cautiously at the crypto market. He says we can certainly see some of the client excitement, particularly with certain segments of the market. I would expect as greater clarity is recognized, potentially by regulators, that we would consider offering capabilities in the crypto space. If the company decides to dive into the crypto space, Bettinger highlights that they plan to make a big splash. And he says, I think all of you would probably say that if we, Charles Schwab, the company, decides to participate in the crypto market, we will be highly competitive, we will be disruptive, and we will be client oriented. In the meantime, additional clarity from regulators would be important before we would consider offering a retail type trading experience on crypto. There are ways to invest in crypto today, some of which are available in a derivative basis through Schwab, and of course, we are keeping our eyes on whether there would be investment-oriented products, whether it be an ETF or others that would be delivering crypto investing to a larger part of the market that can get it today via some funds that are maybe available on a more limited basis. We're watching closely. We recognize well what's going on. We would like to see more regulatory clarity. If and when that comes, you should expect Schwab to be a player in that space in the same way as been a player in other investment opportunities across the spectrum. So pretty interesting stuff, right? They're basically saying, as of there with that last sentence, they're waiting on the clarity. And it's going to be pretty amazing. If we think we see institutional FOMO now, and we think we're seeing that FOMO now, imagine when there is clarity and there's, or at least not to say that there are no restrictions, but everybody knows what restrictions there are. Everybody knows the rules that we are all playing by. And then we get to really see the FOMO. I think that is going to be pretty amazing. Let's finish up on the coin prices. I think we stopped around XRP or Cardano maybe. We have XRP today at $1.12, Cardano at $1.13, Polkadot at $32, Dogecoin 23 cents, Uniswap $32, Litecoin $2.40. Our fear and greed index. Oh guys, we've finally done it. We are in fear. We are at 37 on the fear and greed index. We have come so close to going this low throughout this bull market. There were points where I really thought I would wake up and it would have to be in fear. And it wouldn't. It would turn out to be still yellow, right? Still in the normal, or it'd be light greed, normal. But it's been a long time since we have seen fear, and this is honestly, it just seems like a perfect sentiment reset. Because I think personally, the market really needs it. The market has been so bullish since it feels like March. Sometimes it has been slow. Sometimes we have been sideways, but for the most part, the sentiment still has remained very bullish. Nothing like it was during the bear market at all, right? Bear market was very bearish, and there has definitely been a new sentiment, and it seems like, and we definitely have, we can tell by the chart, we were in that bullish sentiment for a long time. So to come back now, come back into fear, and actually start resetting this, we're seeing people really get shaken out of the market. I really am seeing the fear out there, and we can see that in the charts. We can see that in how aggressively some of these coins are selling off. Bitcoin down about 30%, some of these other altcoins down 40%, 50%. So, we're setting up to see some really interesting stuff in the crypto markets. And overall, corrections like this, sentiment resets like this is a good thing. I know most people, they can't understand that while they're going through it, but any of you guys who have been here for a long time, I'm sure you have, you guys know how great, how bullish, and how much this is honestly just needed. With that said, guys, that is the video for today. If you enjoyed it, make sure you tap the like button. It helps a ton to push this video out to more people. Make sure you subscribe if you're trying to stay up to date on everything that goes on in the cryptocurrency space. I go over Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything that's going on. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified every single time that I upload. Also, keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I just document the daily crypto news and this crypto bull run, and that is it. With that said, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you all for watching.